everything.
That looking like the fattest booty I've ever seen in my... Look at that. That looks like the fattest booty you've ever seen. Don't lie. Look at that. That turkey is thick. Alright, I may not know a lot about Thanksgiving, alright? But I do know a lot about giving thanks. I don't know. I didn't have a joke planned. I'm sorry. Right to food theory, you're cooking Thanksgiving turkey wrong. Alright. The other thing I've seen of cooking Thanksgiving turkey, alright. I've seen Mr. Bean. I've seen him put his head in the turkey. I know that's not right. It could be right. I mean, you could put your head in there. I mean, do you guys do that? I don't think you do, but you put like stuffing in it. I don't know what the stuffing even is. That's not what also am. But that's what we have matpat and food theory to teach us the ways. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright. 3, 2, 1, let's get it. Okay. Going with the big map.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, the show that's giving thanks while wearing Spanx. That's right, theorists. Here in the US, it's time for Thanksgiving, where tradition dictates that we take time to pause and reflect on all the good things that have happened in our lives, and also stuff ourselves with an irresponsible amount of food. We're talking pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, yam, stuffing, gravy,
every kind of pie,
cranberry sauce, some casserole or another, and of course, turkey. Go ahead, name a more iconic duo than Thanksgiving and turkey. I'll wait. See, a roasted turkey is the undisputed centerpiece of the Thanksgiving feast.
Bro, when I see any sort of Thanksgiving, I better see some turkey.
To look at, if it comes out right, that is. But it's also a huge undertaking. The first time I hosted Thanksgiving, the turkey was this harsh intro into adulting. Everything about cooking the turkey is hard. For one thing, it's just a huge time investment. First, you have to purchase the bird at a time of year when everyone else is looking to purchase the exact same item. Then, the mere act of thawing the bird takes literal days. Then, you've got the brining and the cleaning and the seasoning to worry about before you even start cooking it. And that is also going to take a huge amount of time. The general rule of thumb for a turkey is 15 to 20 minutes of cooking per pound of bird. That means a 15-pound turkey translates to about 5 hours of roasting. And then, once it's in the oven, that's when things actually get hard, because roasting a whole turkey is a high-stakes proposition. It would be one thing if you were just cooking for yourself, but at Thanksgiving, there's an entire group of people eagerly awaiting the turkey the moment it comes out of the oven. Screwing up your Thanksgiving turkey is not an option, and yet it's highly likely that you will screw it up, because we're talking about a huge, fickle piece of meat that's actually 2 different types of meat sandwiched together: white meat and dark meat, which, it's worth noting, cook very differently from each other. Which leads me to the question, does it really have to be this hard? Thanksgiving is supposedly about family coming together, and yet Thanksgiving requires at least one member of the family to devote pretty much the entire day focused on the turkey. I get that it's a tradition, but wouldn't it be great if there was a way to emphasize the non-stressful traditions of Thanksgiving instead? Like watching the Thanksgiving Day parade, or even better, the dog show that comes immediately afterward? I mean, there has got to be a better way. We are in the year of our Lord 2020. Why have there been no advancements in turkey technology? And yeah, there are certainly other ways besides roasting a full turkey. Every year, plenty of people across this great land cook their turkey in a variety of ways, from smoking to sous vide to deep frying to stuffing it with a duck that's stuffed with a chicken to create the abomination we call the turducken. But most of these methods involve even more work. If I may speak for my fellow Americans, and also for Canadians who celebrate Thanksgiving in October, what? We all want the classic Thanksgiving turkey experience.
I do like me some turkey.
We sure wouldn't mind if the process was just a wee bit easier. Well, theorists, what I'm about to tell you might very well change your Thanksgivings forever. Apparently, a turkey shortcut does exist, and it is significant. All you have to do is take the dang turkey and spatchcock it. I can say that word, right? YouTube, please don't demonetize me. It is a cooking term.
Yo, Matpat, we're on you. We're on you.
So strap in, you turkeys. Today's food theory is myth-busting the supposed Thanksgiving hack, and I do mean hack. Spatchcocking, also known as butterflying if you're boring and hate funny words, is a fancy word for a simple process. You cut out the bird's spine, or you ask your butcher to do it for you, then press it down until it's flattened out before you shove it in the oven. Everything else can still be the same. If you're used to brining it, you can still brine it, along with any other seasoning method that you've been using.
How does that reduce time though?
But by doing this one small thing, not by changing our cooking method, but by changing its shape before we put it in the oven, we can actually cook the turkey at a higher temperature, which cuts way down on the amount of cooking time needed. Reportedly, by about 75% 75%. Let me say that again.
75%.
One additional prep step can turn a 4-hour turkey into a 1-hour turkey. Now, the concept of spatchcocking has been around since at least the 1800s.
75%.
Clearly shows the
That's
term
like-
is
that's
really
like
only
3 to
caught on in
4
recent
hours
years. And
saved just
searches
from that.
spike early November. Mark Bittman of the New York Times, who published his spatchcocked turkey method back in 2002, deserves the credit for popularizing this specific method.
You have to take out the backbone. The idea here is to get the surface area of
Increase
the
the
bird
surface area.
bigger than it was before.
God damn,
And you
that's
wanna
ugly.
flatten this thing. There we go. You have been slaving over unevenly cooked turkeys that took 4 hours to do. This is 35.
That sounded like some
So
chiropractic.
let me
Did
just
you hear that
tap on the
shit?
brakes here for a second. Am I supposed to believe that this is actually the first major advancement in turkey roasting since the 1800s? If spatchcocking is such a long-standing method of preparing fowl,
you
am I
tr-
supposed
turkey
to
get the
believe
shoulder
that
in
society
place.
just
Crack.
overlooked the fact that this outrageously efficient method could be applied to turkeys when all along they were using it on ducks and geese and other sorts of birds until like very recently? Like, humanity, what are you doing with yourself?
Facts.
One possible explanation for why society might have been slow to catch on to the ways of the spatchcock is that we want our Norman
Traditional.
Rockwell moment when the Thanksgiving turkey gets presented at the table.
Like how-
Rockwell
just like
was
this.
an artist famous for painting Americana, and his 1942 painting entitled Freedom from Want famously depicts a huge, fully intact
Fat,
bird
yeah.
and encapsulates
Not like a
abundance
flat,
in Americana and Thanksgiving.
kind of bird. You know he likes that
There's
shit.
definitely a presentational aspect to Thanksgiving dinner. After all, there's a group gathered and the meal
I mean,
takes
if you
a
want to cut
tremendous
that
amount of
meat and,
effort,
you know,
so
it's just
why
rolling
shouldn't
inside,
it be a
go be
big
my guess.
show? Of course, there's other potential explanations for why we might not spatchcock our turkeys, and these are a bit more concrete. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe it's not actually more efficient at all because it produces a lesser bird. Drier meat, less crispy skin. I mean, let's be honest, that it can reduce cooking time by 75% is a massive claim. It seems too good to be true. Like, there's gotta be a catch, right? Sure, the cooking time is shorter, but maybe the taste suffers. Maybe the texture
test it out.
suffers. However, spatchcock enthusiasts online seem to be suggesting the exact opposite. Many people
better.
swear that spatchcocking actually gives you a more even bake, and in fact, improves the bird in addition to saving copious amounts of time. Oh, when I hear a claim this bold about something so simple, you know that I gotta put
saves
it to the
time
test.
and makes
The
it tastier.
scientific
Why aren't people doing
test.
this
That's
already?
why I enlisted the help of Stephanie, the undisputed turkey master in our household,
See,
to
very
help me
mature
pull off
with
a
the
head-to-head matchup. Or I suppose I should say a headless to headless matchup between a spatchcocked turkey and the classic roasted turkey that our family's been enjoying for literal years, nearly a decade. It also helps that Stephanie knows CPR. I figure it can only help us when we get to the part where we have to crack the ribs against
Facts.
the counter. First, we bought 2 identically sized 13-pound turkeys. Then, we prepared them the exact same way, including a 48-hour brine and butter under the skin.
I can't believe I have to do 2 of these this year. The only reason you started this channel was so we could have more turkey on Thanksgiving.
It's my master plan the entire time.
All a game
Then
theory, just for
it
an
was
extra
time for our
turkey.
2
Oh, no, that-
turkeys to take 2 very different paths. One was selected for spatchcocking and was
Put a
named
little PB on it, yep,
Spatchcock
very
the
nice.
Turkey.
Of
And the
course.
other was named Sherman because that was the only other good name that we could come up with at the time.
So we're in
Fair
the
enough.
final prep stages for both of these birds. We have the
Yeah, I'm
regular
broken his
one,
back,
we have
though.
the spatchcock one. These 2 methods are essentially trying to accomplish the same thing, which is an even cook, but this one involves a lot of temperature up and down, a lot of fancy stuff, and this could change Thanksgiving forever.
Yeah, the spatchcock layers everything out so the meat is all on the
People-
same
people
playing
trying
field.
this during
So
Thanksgiving.
presumably
They gonna
it
mess it up,
cooks
though,
one,
somehow. Just
faster,
wait.
And 2 more evenly, so you're not getting the breast done while the dark meat isn't, things like that.
Exactly. So like, I think we actually have to do this now. I think we have to like butcher this bird.
Are you saying that that bird is spineless? It will be.
It's about to be.
Matpat.
I should.
Come here. I'm gonna give you this backhand. You have to take it. I'm sorry. Spineless. Get it? Because he's no.
Also mention.
No. My bad.
Both turkeys are getting
Whoa.
cooked with the neck.
That is
I don't know
graphic.
if spatchcocking is getting us censored,
Oh
but
my
you
goodness.
holding up that
That
is
definitely is.
definitely getting us demonetized.
This is the turkey
I
now.
look like a.
So secretly, this
Looking
is
like a
my
peanut.
favorite part of the entire
Look at like
Thanksgiving
Spanish
bird.
Man, this
I
is
know.
the video that launched
I
1,000
know.
memes. Man.
My inner country bumpkin doesn't come out very often, apparently only at Thanksgiving.
So we went about cutting out the spine with kitchen shears. Okay, Stephanie went about cutting out the spine with kitchen shears. I cheered her on from the sidelines. I know Mark Bittman opted for the boning knife, but shears are another option that many spatchcockers suggest.
This is actually
Spatchcockers.
really difficult.
Is it?
Hey, do you want to give this a shot?
Yeah, I'd love to try.
Okay, here, please
Here.
get in this.
Let me take off my great GT Live merch.
Just
Oh,
get in the turkey.
You gotta,
already.
you know,
Take off
represent
this
the brand, of
amazing
course. Gotta
Game
show it.
Theory signature jacket.
Buy that merch.
Oh.
Buy that merch.
It wasn't easy, but
Just
between the two of us,
take
we
full.
eventually
Just
got
get
the
out of
spine out.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Yes, we did it.
Okay.
There's the backbone.
You know, our cuts weren't necessarily as clean as some of those online cooking
Facts.
channels. but
His
for
was
a
just like
first-timer,
slit,
I think
done.
we nailed it.
Right, totally.
Nailed it. Oh, you touched my hand with your dirty turkey hands. I washed my hands while we were cut.
Matpat, just lick it off.
For the next step, we had to let the knife, quote, glide through the collarbone.
We're gonna let the knife
Glide.
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 Steph.
It's gonna.
It don't look like it's gliding.
It's gliding.
It kind of glided a little bit. It did. It did a little gliding. And
Perfect.
Okay.
That was great.
All right.
All right, immediately.
So now,
Oh yeah, there you go. Open.
we let the knife glide. Look at that. All right, now we perform the CPR. We go,
CPR.
right?
Ready? Wait, hold up. Stephanie, before you do CPR, you
Yeah.
know you have to do the ABCs.
Survey the scene.
Survey the scene. Scene is clear. Everyone
Assign-
back away. Matt, make sure you're clear.
Call
I'm
911.
5 steps
There
back.
you go.
Call 911. Airway. His airway is clear.
Hello?
Yes,
Oh, shit, this
but
is
he's
my
not
bad.
breathing.
He's missing a large chunk of his top.
That isn't necessary. We don't need that.
Breaths. Check his pulse.
Oh, pretty dead.
Certainly no pulse. Beginning CPR.
Crack the ribs. Ready?
Ready. And 1. Ooh, it did crack.
Ooh.
I did crack.
Yo, did you? I think my back just got aligned.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breath. Breath.
Okay, I think we did it.
Yeah.
I
Bro,
think he's sufficiently
They are
done.
perfect for
All
each
right,
other. That's
we
so
have
good.
it. He's,
They're the same
he's
energy.
spatchcocked. He's ready to go.
So this is it. This is the finished bird, all arranged, spatchcocked, ready to go.
Salted, seasoned, everything. We're
That
putting
looking
it in
like the
fridge
fattest
while
booty
we
I've ever
have
seen in my.
another bird.
Look at that. That's like the fattest booty you've ever seen. Don't lie. Look at that. That turkey is thick.
Because he's only supposed to take 30 to 45, maybe an hour tops to cook, whereas our other guy's supposed to
4.
take multiple hours.
Yeah,
so
that's
in an
kinda-
effort to get as clean of a taste test as possible, we both want them coming out of the oven at the same time.
So Sherman went into
In
the
the
oven
fridge.
first, where we tended to him with all the temperature adjustments and repositionings that a classic-style roasted turkey requires while it's in the oven. When Sherman was about an hour from being done, we put the spatchcocked turkey into the second oven.
All right.
Second oven.
Time for the big reveal.
Casually. I mean,
Here is
fair share, I
regular
love
turkey,
two ovens. I have
our
a-
Norman
have two ovens.
Rockwell turkey.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He would be very proud, I feel.
I think so too. We achieved a nice golden brown. This is pretty much exactly what we wanted this turkey to look like.
Yeah.
So success there. So this bird took 3.5 hours to cook. It was flipped twice. First down and then back up again. It was covered with tinfoil and then uncovered. We did all the things and it came out pretty much exactly the way we
Yeah.
wanted it.
Yeah, this is pretty consistent to how it always looks.
Yeah.
So this is pretty
Like a
darn good.
turkey.
And now for the
Looks na-
spatchcock. Ta-da!
Ooh.
I feel like this is a really nice golden brown.
looks great.
There's also this
Doesn't
weird
actually-
cleavage shot up here, which is very strange, but I can't decide. Maybe I'm into it. I don't know.
Whoa.
What?
hey, Steph.
Stephanie, are you moving like that? I don't want visual after.
So, in the battle between spatchcock versus traditional
Traditional looks
roasted
nicer,
turkey,
but like-
round 1, visual appearance. What do you think?
I have to give this one, for me, to the spatchcock.
I do too.
It's
What, you mean like
beautiful,
brownness?
It's golden brown. It's super even. It looks shiny. It looks like the picture of a turkey should look, except that it's flat.
Right? This guy, even though we did our best, and again, Stephanie is experienced in this multiple years in a row, there's just no way that you're getting that nice, even browning on every part. I gotta say, like visual appearance, if this is showing up on the table, I think I'm liking this one a
I
little
might
bit
have to eat the
better.
tinfoil.
But, you know, you're not eating with your eyes.
I
It's a
mean,
feast for your mouth.
some waiters
Eating
do.
with your teethy parts.
The teethy parts, that's right. So let's eat with our teethy parts
Wow.
and carve this puppy
I heard
up.
the teethy parts are located in the mouth, but I'm not sure.
That's a
Okay,
smart
we're
call.
starting with white meat, so I'm gonna start carving into the breast of this one. That does look like a really nice piece of
Get in here with this detail shot, Matt. Look at
Look
that
at
juice.
surgery on a turkey.
Look at that glisten. See how
Look at that.
glistening that is?
Okay,
Yum.
so this spatchcock also looks very tender, I have to say. It's feeling very juicy as I cut into it.
Yeah.
We're each getting a nice slice here. And it's coming off like basically the same part of the
at
breast.
that.
It's right on the outside. Like this should be a very even test.
So from a crispiness of the skin standpoint,
I would kind of call them both even for me.
Even. I mean, it's better for the.
see, I'm not much of a
I
skin
can't remember
guy.
the name. The cock one.
Spatchcock.
They're both pretty
Spatchcock.
crispy, honestly.
Had
Spatchcock.
a decent crisp to it. Mm-hmm. Let's see regular roast, Sherman. Yeah, pretty similar. Though again, I would say The crispiness of this skin looks more even across the board, whereas Sherman over here,
There's
it's
a little
crispy
bit,
on top, obviously.
He's a little
and it's
mixed
got
race on the
crispy
side, a little bit of
side
white,
here.
little, you know,
But when it comes down to
African American on the one
wing,
side.
that's where you're really starting to fall off.
That's true.
So here, more of the wing is crispy, and
the
more of
Asian
the
one,
rest is
I
crispy, whereas
need to
here
stop
it's
him.
pretty much all
So
focused
sorry.
around kind of the top and main part of the bird. So to me, honestly, I think I gotta go
Spatchcock,
spatchcock
yeah.
on this one. It's just crispy and even throughout, whereas here,
Coloration is all
definite
nice,
solid bits of crispy, but once you get into the wing, you start falling off.
There's just no way of creating that same surface area with the 3D bird that you get with the spatchcock, so that has to be the tiebreaker, the overall evenness.
Right.
All right, spatchcock again. Okay, what are we tasting first? I nominate Sherman. Let's go
Okay,
Sherman
Sherman
first.
first. Traditional roast first. Here we
Yes.
go.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. Can cut it with the fork. It is that moist.
It's really, yeah, you don't need a knife for either. Oh man, that was really good.
I like that.
Turkey be
That's really
turkey be good regardless.
I'm so happy.
It's really moist.
I mean, burnt turkey isn't
It's
good. but-
well salted. It tastes seasoned.
Matt
It's
likes
a
it.
little bit buttery. It's exactly the way it should be.
Turkey's the best. We have two things.
No, turkey is not the best. Alright, there's a lot of better meats than turkey.
And both of them were a business expense.
Yes!
So got the Sherman implanted on your tongue?
Yep.
Okay, let's go for spatchcock.
Let's get the cock in the mouth. Yes, very nice. You don't like
I
it?
think I have my answer.
I think I do too.
Which-
I can't
No, see, they're being
believe
weird
it.
because I feel like.
It's spatchcock.
Oh,
Right! It is!
okay, it's
I can't
better
believe
then. It's way better.
Like, I'm mind blown by this.
I am too, and I stand by my turkey cooking method any day of the week, but the spatchcock turkey tastes better. It's just a little bit moister.
Can't beat pure science,
It's
okay?
Just slightly more delicious.
pure
We did
science.
the exact same thing to both of these birds,
Yep.
and yet this one tastes a little bit more flavorful somehow.
Yeah, this one is falling apart in my mouth that much more. It has a little bit more glisten. It's a little bit juicier.
It's a little bit moisture, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And again,
Wow.
for half the time. Less than half the time.
It just bears mentioning because this is YouTube. This is not rigged at all. We
don't
legitimately
care.
did all of this all day.
Yep.
I kind of wanted my method to win because like
I did too.
I've
Takes
been
a lot of
wasting
time.
my time all these years.
I
This
did
one
too.
is better.
I did too.
That sucks.
That's sad. Imagine spending 4 hours a day. This way you can do 1 hour a day and get a better taste.
Final round.
Dark meat.
This is never your cup of tea, but I'm curious to see if you like the spatchcock one. I'm into it. I'm all about, like, give me a big turkey leg with a bunch of barbecue sauce. I'm all about it. Right after the neck.
What the fuck?
Again, Stephanie proven she's a bit of a weirdy poop. We did Sherman in round 1 first, so let's do spatchcock.
Spatchcock
time.
first, yeah.
Alright.
Let's go over here.
I sort of
I
just must
thought
piss me off.
Sherman was moister on the dark meat.
Moisture.
Is that because it's sitting in the juices?
Why is it
Yeah,
moving?
it's so moist because at the end of the cook, it's face down and it's just soaking up juices. It's like really
Must have been
marinating
moist.
and it's already been crisped up for the majority of the cook, so it stays nice and brown.
Although conversely, because it has been sitting face down in the juices, though the meat is juicier, I agree, the skin is soggier, again, because it's just sitting in juice. Whereas here in spatchcock land, the skin is crispier all the way through, but yeah, the meat is slightly less juicy. I will say Sherman is a little bit better on the dark meat.
I mean,
Also, it is fair to say that 3 out of 4 tests went to spatchcock.
well, yeah.
Final verdict
Exactly.
of the Turkey
Spatchcock
Battle
wins.
2020. Are you cooking your turkey wrong?
Yes.
Clickbait challenge. I think we are cooking our turkey wrong. I think Steph and I have been cooking our turkey wrong since, how long have we been doing this thing? 8 years? 10?
Jesus.
10 years? Since the decade that I've known Stephanie, we've been doing it wrong. I think spatchcock
Jesus.
is the way to go. I am literally gonna cook my turkey this way next year. Unless, of course, you want to deep fry it, in which case all of this is moot. So there you have it, theorists. Spatchcocking
Spatchcock's the
made
wave.
believers out of us, and it might just make a believer out of you too. But
Hey, that's just a
theory.
theory. A food theory. Ah.
Bon appetit. Thanks for watching, theorists, and in the spirit of the season, let's give thanks to our sponsor for today.
Yo guys, alright, that was the end of the video. I mean, spatchcock, the way it's scientifically proven to be better. I mean, more surface area, the more heat, less time, less chance of burning, so that's super high heat. It's less time, tastes better, more. What can you do wrong? I don't know. You could maybe burn it, but that would be hard. Okay, I'm losing my voice. But if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.